Don't worry. I'm here. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 7 Days Darkness Falls. Now, this might look a bit odd because we had a world, didn't we? Everything was fine. There was an update, quite a big update for the Darkness Falls mod. So everything has kind of changed quite a bit. So we're starting again. And also, with my previous world, I was told by someone that I actually don't have all the relevant buildings I need in for the story. So therefore I think it's just best if we start again. And I kind of am treating that initial start, that initial kind of 4 or 5 episodes we did more as like a learning experience for the game. As you can see, I've done a couple of small things here, just collected a bit of wood and a few bananas from a tree I saw down there. I'm not a fan with starting in the desert, mind. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna choose my class mod here quickly. They've taken out Scavenger as a class, which I actually really enjoy. It's one I kind of went for. But we're going to go for Survivalist this time, I think. Which we'll read just to get the quest going. Because that's going to hopefully help us stay alive and give us some good things to do. Hey, Dank, how good to see you again. Welcome to 7 Days. I don't know if you've ever played it. Welcome to Darkness Falls, which is an incredibly tough mod. Okay. Well, we're going to head to our traders as that's our initial quest. I'm really not a fan that we are starting in the desert, however. Desert is a tough old place to be. Not really something we want to think about. Your internet's going to stream? It might be at my end, I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping it's not, because the internet's been a real issue recently for me. We need to get a stone axe, but for that we need a couple of sharp rocks. We can definitely do that. Okay, it is you. I was just saying it's good to see you again, but also hopefully it's not an issue with the stream because I've been having a lot of issues with my internet as of late. But this is a tough mod, and I don't know how well I'm going to do in it. We shall have to see. First of all, we're going to search cars, although that is going to give us a little bit of issues with noise, but some shotgun slugs are always welcome. I do see a... is that a coyote over there? Okay, we're going to have to take on this decaying disturbed tourist. You were downloading a game, so that makes sense. Fair enough. And there we go. We get some experience, so all useful in the long run. So this is a complete restart of our. We were playing this mod before, but I don't know if we want to stay in the desert. Let's go say hello to the trader. See if anything is working in this area. There's a working chemistry station. That's pretty big. Sadly, the workbench is destroyed, as is the cement mixer. But not bad at all, must be said. Let's speak to the White River Scout. We are naked. We should probably get some. Goodbye. We should probably get some clothes. Especially as we're in the desert, we're going to really struggle with water. Let's do the nurse back to health challenge. We just need to kill some nurse zombies, that's fine. You're a bit laggy today, so I'll probably respond after 10 seconds. Not a problem, man. Not a problem at all. Let's head up and speak to Trader Joel here. Do any jobs for me? There's a fetch 64 meters away. That sounds good. First of all, we're going to ransack his supplies, and for some reason, he doesn't seem to mind. He's just like, yeah, go ahead, take my produce, my stock. It's not a problem. Oh, a couple of packets. I do hear someone outside. Are we right by the water's edge? Yes, we are kind of right by the water's edge. That's interesting. I do hear a zombie down there. Oh, hang on. There was a bookcase there. Let's make sure we don't miss the bookcase. I woke up at 4 AM and I started commentary practice at 6:40 AM and I was at 4:40 at home. Yeah, I understood what you mean. Forge Ahead. We will read that book because Forge Ahead is an excellent book. I need to be more careful about which books I read and which I scrap for the loot, as it were, or for the because when you scrap things, you get kind of the base. I don't want to say not the base mechanics of it, but when you scrap, let's say, a wooden club, you get wood. But when you scrap a schematic, you get some skill notes, I think, and you need more skill notes to. We need more skill notes to work on our. It's interesting that we can't break this trader. I guess we can't break the trader, but I'm sure the zombies can. You can close the stream for a bit and come back after you download the game? Not a problem, buddy. I'll still be here. 20 to 30 minutes, not a problem at all. I am here for a couple of hours yet. Not to worry. I hear another zombie coming in. Do you have any? No, we've got a job. But we are playing on the highest difficulty, so this could be interesting to say the least. I'm really hoping that's not the farm field that I think it is. There's also a snake here. There we go. I hear a survivor outside. For some reason we can't break stuff inside here. This is odd. Okay. Looks like they've kind of changed how the traders work from when I was from the last update. But that's okay. I do hear a zombie around here somewhere though, and I want to deal with them. Definitely be good for me to get the experience on this guy if I can. There we go. I want to get. I'm trying to remember what it is. Not health nut, but it's the one to do with food. Iron gut. It's one so our food and our water last longer because we're not going to have much. We are near some water though, which is good. We could also expect a lot of birds in this part of the desert and also in this quest we're about to go do, which I probably shouldn't have accepted, but here we are. What do we need for a sledgehammer? Because that's kind of my base weapon. Okay, let's go get a sledgehammer ready before we decide to move in. Because suppose we have that, we are in a much better place to kind of take on that place. Although I'm not going to be a fan of dealing with these vultures. Hopefully they're not going to be the putrid vultures, the ones that spit back at you. But they usually could be. So we need to be prepared. And we have no range at the moment, but it is just a fetch. So I'm hoping if we can just go find the supplies and run away, we might be okay. We need to get some more stone from somewhere. Oh, hello, you scared the living daylight out of me, but you're just a survivor. There's no problem there. There's a couple of rocks over here. Looks like we are kind of right by the water. Or at least by a body of water. That's very interesting. Let's get as much stone as possible. Is that going to be enough? Not quite. Speaking of which, I want to get Pummel Pete, I think, if I can. But for that, I need to get more skin plant weapons. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. And there we go. That should hopefully be enough now. Just about enough. And then we also want to probably repair this axe because we have really worked our way through it. Actually, let's not do that straight away so we can keep working on getting let's just have a little bit more stone by our side for when we need it, really. Because stone is always useful to have, all things considered. Let's repair you. And let's get our sledgehammer out. So I'm also going to put down my bedroll, purely so we don't die unnecessarily. There we go. Of course, eventually we need to find a proper place to live. I'm not all too keen really on staying in the this biome, but we might have no choice for the time being, at least. Okay, let's repair. Okay, we don't need you there straight away. We don't. Actually, we'll hold on to the torches in case. We were lucky to get 2 repair kits quite early on. Okay, we just need to get these hidden supplies. But I'm not a fan of this area. There's a lot of snakes. There's vultures here as well. In general, could be a pretty annoying place to be. There's a big old shotgun missile here, though. I don't know if that could be somewhere to set up base. I don't know. Let's get this not started because I can see a vulture over there. Where are the supplies? Over here somewhere. As long as we can get the supplies and get out. That's the main thing. Luckily it's not a clear. It's just a fetch, which is much safer to do in this area. There's corn here. There are also, of course, zombies. What was that? That's new. Can of murky water. It's very green. Can we sneak up on you? Yes, good. We can be sneaky. That's amazing, but there are going to be some vultures around somewhere. We really don't want to anger if we can help it. Okay, we're leaving. We are not clearing out the rest of this place. This is not worth the trouble at the moment. Because I know that's a really tough clear. Luckily, because it was only a fetch, it wasn't too bad, but still. And I want to also get... Hang on. So we're part of the survivalist class. But we need to do the first class quest first. We need to do the class quest first, that's hard to say. Right, okay. Let's go get our reward from the trader. I think doing these quests at the very beginning is going to be the best way to get good stuff.
Great job, traveler.
Sterile bandage, pipe rifle, pipe machine gun, generic schematics, or iron spear. I'm going to take the pipe machine gun. It's not going to, I don't think it will come with ammo, but it'll be worth having a gun in some aspect, you know, regardless of what that is.
I admire you, friend. It's rare to find honor in these dark times.
Go. It's not going to have any ammo in it, and pipe machine guns are hardly excellent. But we can always sell it back to him later on. And if we find some ammo, at least we can usefully actually do something with it. Okay, onwards. I want to loot this shotgun Messiah, but I think I might do that once I've got a bit more in terms of looting up and running. But I'm not entirely sure if that's right, cool, but I reckon there's going to be some tough guys in there. I'm also slightly concerned about the Build-A-Bear, in case it actually contains, you know, a bear. Oh, hello, are you a dog or a wolf? You're a coyote. Can we... Yeah, we need to do our initial survivalist quest as well. Are you hostile to us? You probably are. Yes, you are. And now you're dead. Okay, let's harvest you through Not much. We don't really have a bone shift so far, but we get some meat. We get some bones. Okay. Oh, there's a vet here. The vet might have some good medical supplies. I bet you would think medical supplies for animals, not for humans, but we will have to see. Let's carry on doing this fetch. Where is it? It's down this. Okay, it's down this way. Right. I'm really not a fan that we started in the desert though. It's going to cause quite a bit of issues in terms of food, in terms of water. And somehow I missed that lying down zombie. Okay, good old sledgehammer, doing a good job. And it's this farm here. Of course, there are a lot of vultures in this. Oh, can we search the police car? Can we not search the police car? Okay, we can. Good. It's going to take a little bit longer, but I'm hoping we might find something useful inside. 4 scrap iron crossbow bolts. Not excellent, it must be said. I think this farm has a crawler inside, possibly a spider zombie in it. From memory. We'll definitely deal with you before you become a problem. I'm hoping we're not going to have vultures. He says as he spots a vulture in the sky. Where is it? The thing is, they're not going to come in for us till we... Oh, they're definitely coming in for... Go away. This is why guns are going to be useful. What do we need for a bow? Okay. That's probably not an immediate priority for us, but as soon as we get damaged, that vulture's going to come in for us. Yeah, we'll let them come out through here, and then we can fight using this wooden X as kind of a blockade almost. And I guess they'll probably all come out through here though. We can always help them along a bit. And then we can let our stamina recover. I don't know if anyone's coming out this side as well. Probably. We need to be a little bit careful that we don't get swarmed on multiple sides. Okay, we'll let him break through of his own accord. Should be nearly there. Come on. Well done. Oh, you have to... Look at that. That was clever of you, wasn't it? Did some sneaky... some sneaky jumping there. Oh, and the vulture's going to come in for me now. No! Oh, that was like a baseball hit. Did you see that? That was a baseball. That was great. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and clip that. I'm aware that there's these 2 zombies down here who I don't really want to fight, but I'm going to have to. Let's break through here. I know this isn't kind of the proper way in, but I'd rather go in on my accord and let them come through another door. At least I could hope, while it's daytime, I can kind of just bring them around the sides of the building. Hello, reanimated corpse. Okay, obviously this is not everyone. There's still a lot of people here. Ooh, some generic schematics, yes please. Pick up the office chair. Anything in the coffee maker? Sadly no coffee, that would have actually been quite nice. I'm very aware we haven't actually got a first aid bandage, however, is very welcome. There we go. That's what I wanted to happen. Actually, just wake everyone up. Hopefully, there's no ferals inside though. Of course, it's going to wake up these people outside as well. Let's deal with these guys first. Luckily, we did kill you. Kill you. Okay, lab technician. Good old sledgehammer to the face seems to do a pretty good job of dealing with these zombies. I'm so sorry for the position that you died in, madam. That is most unfortunate. Who's still alive? I see my courier satchel. Let's grab it quickly if we can. Oh, and the game's frozen. Come on. Okay, we've got a courier satchel, but let's stay here. Luckily, that plague nurse didn't cause issues for us. That could have been rather bad, actually. Is she dead? I've got to feel like there's some more people in here yet. Maybe not. Sadly, that is a destroyed workbench, but that's not the end of the world. But we will search everything. I think this is supposed to be like a hardware shop. Or like a workstation area. Especially as we're getting stuff like lockpicks and tools. That would kind of make sense. Who's breaking through this door? Steal this infected doctor before we forget about him. There we go. Nothing else in that courier satchel. Let's search the car. Ooh, a level 8 iron pickaxe. That's an excellent find. Chuffed with that. Let's go up here first. We can go back down for those other boxes momentarily. Let's get everything repaired. Can we now get pummel piece? I would hope we can. Yes, we can, now that we've actually done a bit of whacking with our sledgehammer. That's just going to give us a bit more... Okay, we just have to do it from here. That's going to give us a bit more fighting power, which will be excellent in the long run. Anything in this Savage County box worth taking? No. Anything in this wooden crate worth taking? Some ammo and a first aid bandage, which gives us 2 bullets in our pipe machine gun. Not much, but in an emergency it might be worth taking. And we get some more ammo from there, so this is why I thought it was worth it to do. It's purely just to have some form of gun. You know, if there's like a direwolf or something, we might be able to at least do something useful to it. Even though the pipe guns are pretty terrible, all things considered. I forget how we do those supply crates. That was a mistake. Never mind. I've probably just lost the loot inside there. There is, however, a weapons bag here which I want to get. Which has got a whole bunch of parts in it. Good grief. Probably stuff we can sell, but also, again, more ammo, which is most welcome. So we'll return to the trader. We will test out this pipe machine gun in time, just so we can work out how it works. I don't think I've actually ever used the pipe machine gun, to be honest. Right, onwards. And we should then definitely do our Scavenger Quest. This has been a good start, but we're going to struggle with food and water. That's going to be a real concern this campaign, I think, if we stay in the desert. I think we'll probably want to move on somewhere else. We will have to see how things go. Right. Let's return to the trade. I'm sure he'll give us some good rewards. But we need to work on our water. There is a campfire here. So we can put some fuel in the fire. Like thus. Turn it on. And we can get a can of boiled water. Let's scrap these office chairs. Oh, actually they sell for quite a bit. What do they scrap into? Scrap to leather. Let's just sell them, I think. Let's see what he gives us in this next reward of ours.
Always gratitude, friend.
Some bandages, a scrap iron. Oh, a scrap iron club. That's gonna be. Is that gonna be better than our? So 16.5 melee damage, or hang on. Let's. Okay, the sledgehammer is more, but obviously it's a lot slower.
It must be my lucky day.
Insulated liner mod, that's good, but it's only really useful against cold. We actually need stuff to do with heat. I'm going to take the scrap iron club because I think that's just going to be more useful, you know, certainly with stamina stuff. And if we get any modifications, we can put it on that scrap iron club. Do you have any jobs for me? There's another fetch that's in a commercial bakery. I'm sure we can do that. So yeah, we're just doing all these quests at the moment for Trader Joel. I think it's the best way forward. Just getting as much rewards as possible in this kind of early stage of the game, and we are not expecting any hordes until at least day 6, potentially day 7, but certainly day 6. But it could be day 8. That's because we put a 1-day modification on the horde time, so it could come early, it could come late. We just don't know. I'm going to search this car. Have I already searched this car? No, but it's not a car I can search. Oh, let's go back for that water, actually. That's probably important. We will need to drop down a chest somewhere soon. And we'll also, of course, need to find somewhere to set up shop. Because we don't have the ability to travel straight away. So we're going to have to set up somewhere in this town. Okay. Let's go. And this, I think, takes a lot. Yeah, that takes a lot less to swing and a lot less time than the what am I doing? Than the sledgehammer. The sledgehammer is great for knockback as well, but I think this is within the right situation. Let's use that water. It's not going to give us much at all. We definitely want to get some more. We want to get some glass jars from somewhere, but for that we need to go looting, I think.
Hit me again.
You okay there? Put you out your misery. Do you mean to just decapitate you? Jesus. Okay. Well, let's go do this clear, because we might get some glass jars and do that. And we are right next to a massive water source, so that's good. Actually, then we can go maybe to do the Nursing Back to Health quest for the lady. I'm intrigued to see what's inside this whole complex, to be honest. That survivors clear out the zombies. But I think we'll come back to that in a bit. I don't know where we're going to set up in this town, because I don't think we're going to set up permanently in this town, because deserts are just a bad idea, especially with all the vultures and stuff involved. Cluck off poultry, that's a good name. I appreciate that. I appreciate some of these puns. Okay, pop pills, pus and gas. This is like a shopping district here in the middle. I do think that somewhere around here, however, there are going to be some dogs, which I'm not too fond of, must be said. And certainly a couple of zombies out on the streets, but I suppose that's to be expected. In a zombie apocalypse, I can't be too disgruntled about that, all things considered. We've got 3 zombies here. We definitely have to deal with these guys before we go in to that fetch over there. Right, decaying janitor. Actually, this club is doing wonders. One of the things in this mod is that we don't actually know what time of day it is, because for that we would need a watch. We're not going to search any cars because we want to ensure that this survivor's not doing very well. Is he going to come for us? Hopefully we didn't attack him. Oh, we definitely did, didn't we? He's coming. Is he coming in for us?
What a shitty day.
What a shitty day, absolutely. Some glue, that's fine. Okay, this is like what is this place? Who's he going after? He's going after me. No, there's a dog there. Oh, because it's right next to a gift shop, that's why. This is where we use the gun. On that dog. I don't mind about the zombies in general, but the dog, I do. It's a dog I care about. And I want to do it before it becomes... I want to do this before we start the engagement in case we lose. Okay, quickly. That was using all our bullets, which wasn't excellent. But we survived, and we survived, that's the main thing. Okay, deal with you. We have just woken up about half the neighbourhood with that, those gunshots. Which isn't ideal. Let's actually go over to Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer will be useful to buy ourselves time. Oh, we missed that. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to have to deal with this, like, little group of zombies before we go any further. I think they've upped the loot percentage, because I seem to remember not many zombies actually dropped loot. But it seems to have changed much. Because I don't think I really changed my settings from the last time. But obviously, there's been a lot of changes to the actual mod itself. I'm going to have to deal with these guys, which I'm not too fond of. These guys, while quite slow, they do take an absolute beating to deal with. You can sledgehammer them in the head and it's not going to do much against them, but hey ho, we've got to do what we've got to do. And of course our stamina is a real concern given we've got such little water at the moment, but my hope is that we might find some inside this place that we're going into. Because I do have money which I can use, but I would rather not use it unless I really have to be honest. Oh boy, no. Problem is these there's two of them, it's going to be a pretty slow process to deal with them. There's one dealt with. Definitely need to repair this club. Let's do that. We can switch over to our kind of quicker club in the meantime. Definitely our stamina is the issue at the moment. We can keep him going in the head, we can deal with him. There we go. Anything in this loot pack for us? A few more plastics. Again, we're not going to deal with those cars just yet because we'll struggle. Okay, let's not destroy the dog for the time being. Take too long. Oh, there's another one there. Great. I thought we dealt with both of them. Okay, we're going to have to be very careful of that dog. There, we can't really afford to wake that dog up. This is just a fetch, so we might just want to be quick with this. Get in, get out. Hi, friends. There are quite a few of you in here. How close can we get to you with that actually waking you up? If we can take them out one or two at a time, that'd be excellent. Nope, no. We will pick up these old chairs as well, because that's going to be a good amount of wood for us. Oh, dog, please don't. We don't really have much chances to a zombie dog. We used all our ammo from our pipe machine gun, so we're just going to have to be careful. Let's go with you next. Let's play nurse. I think we got a good amount of sneak damage off on her. I think we'll be okay. We can just be silent and deadly, albeit with a very large, loud sledgehammer. But if we can do this, where we kind of sneak in, take them out one at a time, because we just don't want to deal with this dog. If we deal with the dog, we're in a whole world of trouble. Okay, that's the next one. Let's wait for our stamina to recover. Zombie. That's definitely not a zombie stripper. I suppose actually you can count Cowboy's zombie stripper, I suppose. He just phased through the floor, I don't know where he's gone. Is he going to hit me through the floor? No, he is. I was really concerned he was going to hit me through the floor there. Right. Where are our supplies? They're going to be around this corner, but there's also going to be some zombies around here, I reckon. Hi, friends. Okay. Everyone's woken up now. Wonderful. As long as we don't have any ferals, we're good. We're running around this way to hopefully avoid the attentions of the dog. Because I think if we have the dog, we're in real trouble. I don't mind making noise just far away. Please stop running towards me. You are so fast today. What's going on? We are struggling with our stamina. Some more stones. While not very impressive loot, it is still useful loot nonetheless. That guy's going to come through for us. When I say guy, it's actually a girl, but that's fine. If we do anger the dog, we just need to run and get those supplies before we inevitably die. I think that's the plan, to be honest. As long as we can keep doing headshots, we can buy ourselves time. We do need to stay within the bounds of the mission, though. That's very important. Because I believe if we leave, then it's no bueno. What is that? That is research notes. I'm sure that'll be useful down the line. Let's, again, try to sneak past this dog and get back inside. I'll take these chairs along the way. There's that chap there. But if we go get this box quickly, then if we die to the dog, well, it's not the end of the world anyway. Obviously, it'd be best not to, but if we do, such is life. This is a bakery there. I'm hoping we might be able to find some food and water supplies in here. We'll have to see. Anything in this bookshelf of interest? Some paper, so not particularly. I don't know if there's still zombies in there, so we'll have to see, but let's see if there's anything useful in any of these. Certainly some more cash is useful. Some coffee beans, which we can make into coffee, which is excellent. Coffee is an excellent, excellent drink. Anything in the freezer? Sadly not. And anything in the cabinets? There must be, hopefully, some form of drink in the cabinets, or at least something of use. Also nitro powder. I thought there was a more kind of the sink jobs, but I guess not. I think that was yeast extract, or yeast in general. Flour. We are pretty... Oh, hello. Okay, that answers our question. Definitely answers our question about there being more people in here. We actually don't really have an escape. Can we break through here? No, we can't. But we can kind of... not glitch our way out, but kind of go around the long way. It's slightly concerning that this bog standard bakery has bulletproof glass in it. Kind of makes you wonder what's going on inside this this bakery. There's definitely more people in there though. Okay, I mean we've got the thing, so if we find we're struggling, we can just run away. Oh my goodness, where do you come from? We need to really work on our stamina soon. Once we deal with this place, we're heading back to the traders and we're going to spend money on food even if we don't have the option to. Please leave me alone. I feel like these guys are quicker than they used to be. We should also really be sticking to our quicker weapon because that requires less stamina to use. Nope, okay. Time for us to go, I think. How's this guy not dead? There we go. Some more cash. Let's get our stamina back. Let's repair this club while we are fighting. There we go. I want to search the rest of this. But we're over encumbered and very low on food and water, so this will have to be the last thing before we return to the traders in a good old hurry. Only some paper in the newspaper dispenser, but I suppose that makes sense. Still need to avoid that dog over there. I'm hoping we might find some glass jars so we can actually cook some water up in here. Is this all the zombies? I'm hoping that's all the zombies. Hopefully there'll be something in these fridges for us. Water, use that straight away. It's not going to solve our problems, but it's going to help. We're certainly not going to eat that cat food because that's going to more than likely poison us, as is that old sham, but we'll take it in case we need any emergency rations. Oh, there's more people inside here, I know there are. Is this something we need to actually do? It's the chair. There's another trunk. Okay. I'm just gonna I think that's everything of use in there actually. Let's just shut the switch and we're gonna leave. We were lucky to get away with that. I forget. Were they trying to burn zombies in the oven? That's quite morbid when you think about it. Banana tree schematic. I'm going to scrap for these notes here. Bonder skill notes. We're going to head back to the trader because we're running low on food and water. This is the best way that we can deal with it. Is to go get some more supplies. Also, that is a terrible name for a coffee shop. Espresso yourself. But at least it's not espresso yourself, as a lot of people say. Right, let's return to trade, and then we can always go do something like the nurse's quest, which is outside. So probably nowhere near as much of an issue to deal with. We have like no stamina. We're very over encumbered, so we will need to put down a chest somewhere once we've got back to the traders. Let's deal with you. There we go. Yeah, this is the problem. With no stamina, we're just going to really struggle. And of course, once you get down to a low amount of food or water, you will just start starving or dying of thirst. Which is not something we want to be doing. But the problem is, because we're in a desert, we're going to expend both these things more quickly. So the more we can do to kind of resist the heat, the better. What do we actually need to do for the... We need to get a primitive bow. I'm sure we can do that. Primitive bow. And we need to get some arrows as well. Because I think this will allow us to... so what do we need? We need some sharp rocks. Yeah, I believe we need to... We will get some clothes from doing this, so it's well worth doing. Arrows. We'll just use our feathers. We do also need some more sticks, though. Got hold of you. We'll make as many arrows as we can. And that should be the initial quest for Scavenger done, which gives us some clothes, which does help with heat resistance, which is really very useful. We will also get this bow out because we will need it, as we don't actually have any ammo for our gun. We don't actually have any other ranged options at the moment. We need to get some bones for a knife. There's some. We can do that just here, I reckon. Okay, we will drop off that rotting flesh, however, that's not something we need. And we need to make a bone knife. The more of these quests we can do, the better, really. I have no idea what time of day it is, to be honest. Oh, they give us some large beef rations, that's wonderful. And we'll need to cook up some charred meat and some boiled water. That's something we can definitely do. So it is worth doing these kind of things when you can. and that will also help mildly solve our conundrum in terms of food and water issues. But we will eat both these large beef rations here to ensure we have as many as much rations as we can going forward. We also go fill up these cans of water. I know it takes a while to cook these cans of water, but given we're in a desert, we need to make any use of water that we find, to be honest. But we are heavily over encumbered. I really would like to not stay in the desert though, in the long term. That's where we want to go over there. But let's get a chest down first if we can, just so we can get rid of some stuff and increase our movement speed going forward. Chest, there we go. Can just be out here outside the storage, or here outside the traders when we need it. Just drop off all the stuff we don't really think we immediately need. We can always come back to it at a later stage. That's not a problem. Put you away. We'll hold on to stuff like the forge die and the lockpick in case we need them to do anything useful with. I'll hold on to the coffee beans so we can make actual coffee, which is going to be a lot more helpful for us in the long run. We'll drop off that food just because it's not going to do much for us at the time being. There we go. We're a little bit less encumbered now. It's not perfect by any means, but it's better than nothing. I think this is actually going better than last time, despite the fact we're in a desert, which no one wants to really be in. We're going to go fill up these cans by the water. I think we are actually at the very... We must be like the very northeast of the map. Or unless this is just a very big section of water that I haven't quite realised. Slavic, welcome back. Good to see you again. Let's go refill our water. It took longer than you thought. That's not a problem, buddy. Take as long as you need. Okay, we've got a few more bits of water, which is good. Don't know why the murky water looks like it's radioactive waste, but you know, hey ho. And we're going to go get this cooking, and we'll also get some charred meat, and I think we can turn at least some of this into coffee because we do have coffee beans with us, which I don't think we need chef for. Well, let's have a look. That's not how you spell coffee. Oh no, it's actually locked behind sous chef. Okay, so we're not going to be able to make coffee for the time being, but we can make water, which is still very useful. Okay, let's get this cooking. So that's an immediate task, and it's going to take a little while for it to come to fruition. And we also need to get meat, charred meat, but we need to get some more wood to do so because we don't have enough fuel in that fire. Let's go to the tree over here. I suppose it's the closest one. It's by a bedroll. Okay. At some point the sun's going to start going down, and obviously that's when things get a lot more nasty, but we'll just have to deal with it as best we can. Let's just get the rest of this tree down because we will need wood in some capacity anyway. Okay. Let's get back inside. I'm pretty sure our stuff will have stopped cooking. Oh no, not quite yet. Let's put a bit more wood in. That should cover it all. I'm just going to stop that for now. We can put the water back in afterwards, but at least that way we can get the quest done and sorted. In the meantime, let's go speak to the trader because we have a job to turn in. Let's not go around the side of his door. We can't get inside.
Come speak with me. Here you go, friend.
Okay, what's he giving us?
Just say the word.
Generic schematic, 3 first aid bandages, a sawed-off shotgun mod, scrap iron spear or pipe machine gun. I'm not a great deal of any of those, so I might just take the first aid stuff just so we have more first aid gear going. And I guess we'll go for that buried supplies.
Brilliant.
Because I'm not a fan of clear and fetch, which I think the other quest was. It's excellent that we have a working chem station here. That's great news. Let's get our charred meat from here. And it's also given us some painkillers. Excellent. I think they've kind of merged this with the they've kind of merged it with the other. They've merged it with this kind of scavenger. We need to craft. Oh my goodness, we need a lot of leather. However, I know where we can get some because we have those chairs. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we might need to go kill some animals. But we can definitely start by scrapping those. That will help us along. Let's get rid of stuff we don't need immediately, like the coffee. We may as well get rid of the crossbow stuff for the time being, because we can't actually fire it. The research notes, the bananas, because they're not going to be useful for anything at the moment. Let's put the paper and the cash away. We'll hold on to the actual cash, but the old cash we can put away. We definitely need to drink some water because we're getting very thirsty. But let's eat our cooked meat first. We do have some money to buy some stuff from the vending machine if we so wish to. But I think this is going to be the more immediate priority. Let's drink this water. So we'll solve all our problems because it's only worth 5. We can... Sadly, this guy doesn't actually have any liquid-related items, but we can... The good thing is the water source is just right there, so we can just constantly keep cooking this. Perhaps not the most efficient use of our time, but the more we keep cooking, the more we stay alive. Ha, ha, ha. Staying alive, like the Bee Gees. So let's go get some more water cooking. We didn't make a campfire by the water so we can get it cooking there. Sadly we don't have hoppers like we do in Minecraft where we can just kind of leave it to do its job and it will do it. It's a much more of a manual process. That's okay. Lots of banana trees here. Can we make bananas into anything useful? Banana pancakes, banana breads, which is banana, egg and coconut. It's not terrible, but probably not an immediate priority for us. But we'll go get this water cooking. I think the next thing we'll go do the Nursery Back to Health quest. Actually no, we'll do the bread supplies because we might... Actually, if it's on the water's edge, we might just be able to get to it anyway. If it's underwater, we might just be able to skip the entire process. So let's head down that way. And we can actually make a new campfire out here just to cook the water while we're waiting. Which I think is not a bad idea, because then we can also just refill it straight away from the same lake while we're getting this bread supply sorted. So I think that's not a bad idea at all, to be honest. I will search as much of this loot as I can, as much of these things as I can, because eggs are useful commodities in this, I've found. Question, is it on the ground or is it in the water? Let's maybe not walk into a cactus. Okay, let's switch over to the buried supplies, which is over here. Interesting, we actually have to set the quest up. Don't know if I'm particularly fond of that. I don't remember that being the case before. Well, I guess we don't really have a choice. But let's get the campfire cooking with some water. I see a coyote over there, which I'm also not a fan of. I think we can get away with it, but let's just deal with this party girl before she becomes a problem. There we go. Do we have a shovel? Oh, hello. I see you coming in for me. Some more baseball. And we do have to stay in kind of the area. Well, actually, I don't know if we do, but we need to get a shovel or spade, I suppose you could call it. Stone shovel. What do we need for a stone shovel? We need some stones. We need some plant fibres. Definitely something we can get. That's not a problem. Right. It's important we have stamina for this, because good grief, we're going to really struggle otherwise. If we do kill that coyote eventually, though, we will definitely be taking the any leather that he provides for us, which probably shouldn't be wet if we can help it. We definitely need to not scrap those cans, however. We need to make sure we have enough water going forward. Let's get some more wood. It is going to, of course, turn nighttime as well, which I'm not a fan of. So actually, probably the sooner we can get this started, the better. Where's that shovel? We know it's somewhere around here. I mean, this is going to require a little bit of manual digging. We also need to make sure we have an escape route as well. Because very often when doing these treasure buried supplies, I found myself stuck. And when time moves, when you start making progress, it does cause an issue. Let's go northwest, I think. Sometimes the digging in this game can be a little bit glitchy. Okay, let's go. We definitely need to make ourselves a way out. That's an immediate priority for us, I think. We have no stamina. I just want to test something, actually. I don't know if we can just drink straight from the lake. You're dead. Okay, no we can't. For some reason, like a complete idiot, I'm trying to punch the water. Well done, mate. Let's just send an arrow off this woman before she becomes an inevitable problem. Let's just get her attention. Because I'd rather not have to fight her when we're fighting any others, which we... Oh, hello. Oh, no. Oh, we're going to die to that coyote. Yeah. I knew the coyote was still around somewhere, but the question was where. And there it was there. I'm guessing that's going to be a failed quest. Yeah, quest one failed. That's a shame. Oh well. Such is life. We just keep making progress as best we can. I mean, I'd still like to kill that coyote for the leather though, if he's around. And I guess we'll go do that nurse's quest in the meantime. But yeah, we missed our swing with our sledgehammer, which would have dealt with the coyote. And then we didn't have the stamina to really deal with him again. Which is unfortunate, but hey ho. We just need to make sure to pick up our water, however. But because we died within the vicinity of the quest, it's a no bueno. So maybe not walk over the cactus. Okay, let's get that. I think those two are... I don't know who he's fighting, or he might just be swimming, I'm not sure. Let's turn that off, let's take our wood back. And let's go do this nurse's quest if we can before it turns night time. We probably won't be able to. But one way to find out, eh? Sadly, we don't have any bullets for our gun. But you know, the pipe machine gun is not an excellent gun. Anyway, and you can really kill coyotes with a well-placed swing. It's just we kind of failed in that regard, sadly. Okay. It's definitely turning night time, so we need to be... If we're going to do this quest today, we're going to need to be quick with it. We could have bandaged up, but I don't think we would have been successful anyway. Who's here on the road with us? Hopefully someone useful. That looks like a miniature compound in the distance, because there's 4 towers kind of surrounding it, a bit like a castle. I'm really not a fan of staying in the desert though. At least we do have a constant water source near us. Because if we didn't, that would have been a huge issue. I don't know what that building is, but we're definitely going to have a look. Hello. I see you there. I don't think you're the coyote who killed me. You're certainly a friend of the coyote who killed me. Survivor? That's my kill. And I definitely want to get the leather from this chap if I can. I'm hoping he'll provide us some leather at least. He provided us like 1 leather. But better than nothing, I suppose. I keep on running into cacti. Let's repair this axe. How are we doing on skills? I've got a couple more actually, so let's go for Sexual Tyrannosaurus. And we can go for Health Nut. No, probably not. Let's okay, we'll save our other point for when we are not having any issues with our skills due to our recent death. But let's do this quest quick before it turns night time, because obviously these zombies are much easier to kill during the daytime. I'm really wondering what that place is over there, by the way. I want me to kill these nurses quickly. Hello. We only need to kill 3 of them, so it's not terrible. 1, 2, 3. Hey, bada bing boom. All done. But we may as well kill the other ones for the experience. Anyway, there's another coyote there. Survivor, please move out of the way. There we go. Coyote dealt with. Had we seen the coyote coming, we would have probably been able to deal with them a lot better. But sadly, you know, we died. But hey ho. But I want leather, and actually getting meat from it is not a bad thing either. So it's not a bad thing, all things considered, really. Eventually we can get our bones and key water to make glue. For now though, it's probably not a huge priority that we actually collect them. But let's head back to the trader. Get a reward. I'm intrigued to see what that place is over there. That one. I'm guessing it's some form of military compound. We'll have to see when we head over there, but it's going to turn night time any second, I reckon. And it'll be... Oh, hello. It'd be good to have another quest reward before we inevitably go to night time. Let's just run away. I think we might just be able to run away from that vulture before he comes in after us. Okay. Let's actually switch over to our axe. We can get some wood along the way. I'll be in very small quantities, but we do need some more wood in general anyway. So it's not a bad thing. And it's definitely about to turn night time. We're going to probably die quite quickly there during the night. I'm hoping that we can still go to the traders at night time, because you can in the base version of this mod, but I just don't know if we can in the new update, because some things about traders seem to have changed. You're just a survivor, so no need to worry about you. Let's head inside. What time of day is it, I wonder?
Can I help you?
Okay, so we can get some shotgun ammo, we can get a pistol, splints, shotgun shells, or skill notes. We will take the pistol purely to have the ability to have a pistol, even though we probably don't have that much
Can you help me?
ammo for it. But just having a pistol is going to work miracles for us, really. How much ammo will we have for it? We have no ammo for it currently. That's okay. We need to get a new job from the trader upstairs, given we failed his last quest. Let's go. Fly your kite. Do you have any jobs for me? Just clear zombies in commercial Imhotep's kebab.
Oh, thank you very
Sounds
much.
interesting.
I will make it worth your
I actually haven't looked at what he's got in his shop yet, but we're probably okay for the time being.
Oh,
It is, however, now night time,
again, and I may have what you're looking
so this could be interesting trying to kind of go around the place. I hear a dog or a wolf or something. I hear it. Sounds like a puppy. Oh, poor coyote. Well, now you're a dead coyote. Can I get you through the bars? No, that's annoying. You are going to be a pain if we don't deal with you. But we can't actually get through the bars, so we're just going to have to shoot you in the head. Although eventually you'll probably die from barbed wire damage anyway. Ooh, level 3, nice. How long till our near death trauma is done? 6 minutes. It's kind of the penalty you get for being killed. Hi friends, I don't know if we're going to be able to deal with all of you. We're going to have to find a way somehow, I reckon. Oh, you're feral. Interesting. Everyone loves a good old feral zombie. With their yellow eyes. Really, you can kind of shoot through the bars, but you can't actually do melee. There's another coyote out there. This is the problem. The desert's just not a safe place to be, all things considered. I wonder if we can kind of hit them from up top. Hopefully without being more and dying. There's coyotes everywhere. At least we'll probably have to deal with our leather thing eventually. If we go here, can we deal with you? I don't want to fall down because then we're in a whole world of issues. And eventually they're going to just die to the damage of the barbed wire, so that's not a issue. I don't think we really ought to be going down onto the floor, however. Certainly at least until this feral's dealt with. Preferably this coyote as well, but it's going to take them a long time. Well, I think the coyote is actually fighting the feral cadaver, which is interesting. Let's head outside, I'm sure we'll be okay. And if we die, we die. Such is life. Well, I'd like to. Okay, there we go. We did take a hit, but we should be able to just heal it up. Let's drink some water as well, so we're not having as many issues with stamina. Okay. We're slowly getting our leather requirements, albeit very slowly. But we still have just a pretty terrible boned knife at the moment. Oh, that's a fat Hawaiian. Do we really want to take you on? At night time? Probably not. Are we going to? Yes. Oi! I don't want to take on both of you, to be honest. Or maybe take on one of you at the same time. But not with you there as well. We can probably take on one of them, but not all of them. Come on. This is the problem, he takes such a beating, this guy. Let's try and bait him into the barbed wire if we can. There we go. So even our best weapons don't do a huge amount. Let's wait for our stamina to recover. Let's go back out. There we go. He's dealt with, but I hear someone else. And this guy is on fire. He just needs to feels the need to dress incredibly loudly. Oh, that's not good. Feral prepper and someone else. The feral prepper's going to be a real pain. He's going to be worse than the decaying, radiated by a long old way. We don't really have any... You know what? I guess we just leave them to their fate. We'll just leave them there. I think probably taking them on is just not going to be worth the trouble. Okay, let's drop off this stuff that we don't particularly need at the moment. And head onwards. I don't know if we want to actually do this, kill some zombie utility workers at night, but let's at least go on a little bit of an explore, see what we find. We can help out the survivor, maybe. Well, I'm pretty sure that's going to affect the survivor as well.
You motherfucker! You son of a bitch!
I love the voice acting.
Time to die! You son of a bitch!
Okay, so that's one we dealt with. I want to go see what this big building over here is. This one in the distance. I'm guessing it's some form of military compound. But at least that way we can go, and on the way back, if we're still alive, we might be able to deal with the these zombie utility workers. Interesting. Here's the quest, but we're not doing it at night time. That's just asking for trouble, I think. They're only zombie utility workers, but I think it would just be asking for a bit too much. And we really can't be afford to be failing that many quests at this stage in the game when things are still at least somewhat relaxed before it all goes quite badly wrong. This is an interesting town. But with all the vultures and coyotes here, it's just not a very safe place to live. Can we search this taxi without having all the alarms rung in the town and everyone zombie and their mother charging after us? Probably not. That's giving us one bullet in this gun. One whole bullet. It's not going to last very long. They're dealing with that coyote though. We might go help them out. Just so we can go get the leather from that coyote. Because we do, of course, need it for our quest. Oh. That coyote just ran straight past. Let's help with this zombie at least.
Motherfucker!
There we go.
I'll get you now.
No, I want the experience.
You motherfucker!
Ah.
Tickled.
I don't think we got the experience, sadly. That's okay. What is this massive compound down here, though? some more bad water, but at least it's water, which is excellent. Oh, I saw a shadow of a vulture. Yeah. Well, what's the plan? What's the plan? We're going to go for about another 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to stop, eat some food. I've got some games to play with a friend of mine. And then I'm going to be back later to stream some Warband. Because I've been enjoying streaming Warband as well. And it's really nice being able to stream properly and actually have proper internet. I now consider it such a luxury after this last week with bad internet. What is this place? And is it somewhere I can take on? The answer is going to be almost certainly not. But let's go have a look, eh? This is definitely not somewhere we want to stay, however. But, I mean, just in general, the desert is not somewhere we want to really be, I think. We can get a campfire down, which we'll probably need to do. Purely just to cook up this water. We are okay for now, but we will need to pretty soon. So we may as well get things ready. I'm intrigued to see what this building is, because if there's somewhere we can clear and turn into our own fortification, that's pretty damn good. Although it's going to be a tough old fight, I think, to clear this place out. Okay, what is our next... There's something over there as well. That just looks like another building. What is this? This looks pretty beefed up. Probably we don't want to be taking this place on with just our basic gear, but you know, we seem to be this... I mean, we're not going to take it on at night, but I'm just going for a bit of a look, if nothing else. Have to deal with this guy because he's going to inevitably see us. There we go. He's not dead, but he is now. This is why the sledgehammer can be so positive. It's not the fastest in the world, but it can absolutely knock out their momentum, which is great. What is this place? It's definitely some form of like missile side or military compound. Ooh, a flashlight and some brass. Absolutely, yes please. We can put that on our... No, we can't. We need a proper flashlight modification for that. That's fine. We're being as sneaky as we can, really. I wonder if it's a prison. Because there's this all this like workout equipment, and it's obviously very well protected. I think it probably is a prison. Or something similar. We also got lucky goggles there, which is excellent. Because that just increases our mobility going forward. We get a primitive bow, which is not much better than the one we've got, but it is better nonetheless, so definitely take that. I'm going to keep the... Okay, well I'll take that, and we'll take the dye out of it later, because I believe dyes are useful for something. This definitely looks like a prison to me. Ooh, pipe shotgun. That's not going to do much, but we'll take it. These tree stumps are proving pretty valuable. This snake, however, is causing a lot more trouble than it should be. There we go. The problem is pipe weapons are just slow, inaccurate, don't do any or as near as much damage. We'll have to see. There's Coyote. Oh, they killed the Coyote for us, that's good. We have to deal with this radiator carcass though. I don't want to wake up anyone in the compound though, otherwise we're in real trouble. Well done, Survivor.
Eat me again. Is that all you've got? Oh, you bastard.
What is this place? I mean, we're getting great stuff in these tree stumps. Including some dynamite. Oh, happy to take that. This is clearly a pretty important POI. The question is, what is it? And that is a question I don't know. But these coyotes are providing us with the leather up here very slowly. What are you doing? Why are you breaking the...
Now are you?
Why are you trying to break in?
You want a piece of me?
Oh, they're going after a zombie.
Make you
I suppose, if you want to, but it doesn't sound like a very good idea. Some more water, excellent. A pipe. Oh my goodness, we're getting all the guns here. I don't know why they're all... Oh, I know why. I get it. Because it's supposed to be like contraband, isn't it? Are they going to be stashing contraband in this, outside in these tree stumps, and then someone comes and chucks it over the walls? I get it now. I actually understand. We don't actually. We do have enough fuel, so let's try that in, get that started. Let's maybe not put the dynamite in the fire. That's going to be a bad idea. Yeah, it's a prison compound. What is it? I'm guessing it's a prison compound. Doesn't seem to be a very secure one. Also wondering if this is like hidden. That's definitely a hidden entrance into the place. Hello. Oh, you're coming at quite a speed. Oh, all the vultures. All the vultures. All the vultures. Time for our really terrible, slow-moving shotgun. Oh, we're so dead. No. Okay. Well, I didn't realise there'd be so many vultures around. I think if it was just a zombie, we'd have been okay, but we, again, didn't kill the zombie to the best of our ability, perhaps? I don't know what time of day it is now, but it's presumably still not... Yeah, it's still going to be night time. But let's head back to that place, because I'm intrigued by that place in general. I don't know if it's somewhere we want to loot during the daytime, because it might be somewhere we want to clear out and make our kind of initial horde base. I don't know if we'll make it our long-term horde base, but it could probably survive at least the initial horde. I don't really make my own bases. I tend to kind of adapt other ones, you know, other buildings, and then fortify them and build traps and, you know, defences and all that stuff. Luckily, we're not too far away in the grand scheme of things. Of course, that doesn't mean we will start losing wellness, and that kind of reduces our capacity going forward. But I'm sure it'll be okay. Well, I'd actually say this is not going terribly in terms of like a first day and night of the horde, or the first day and night of a new playthrough, and arguably a much tougher version than the initial one I was playing. Sadly, we're going to have that near death trauma again, so we're not going to be able to do anything in regards to our skills for the time being. That's okay. There's a irradiated chap here on the road who we'll have to deal with, because there's not... I suppose we could try to sneak around him, but nothing wrong with getting some XP either. Hello. Come on. Problem is, we've got so many of these pipe guns, and you saw how long that shotgun took to reload. He's of course going to recover his health. There we go. As soon as the light has left them, you know, everything is fine. It's kind of like what they say in Game of Thrones. The light has left them. You know, that lady. Anyway, what was I doing? Go back for my bag. But it's interesting. I think the reason there were so many pipe pistols in kind of those tree trunks is because it was supposed to act as like contraband. And obviously pipe pistols are kind of a bit more rough and ready, a bit more homemade than you know your very much manufactured weapons like this pistol. Problem is we don't really have any ammo for our guns. We've got a little bit of ammo for our pipe shotgun, but it's got a truly atrocious reload, so we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if this prison is somewhere we want to take on now or later, because I've never encountered this place of interest before. I think it's called a POI. Let's just repair this so we are armed to the teeth, or at least armed somewhat. Let's probably not go around that right hand side, because that's where all the vultures seem to be. But I am intrigued by this place, it must be said. Let's go here. Have we got this one? Yes, we have. Is there anything around this left-hand side that we want to know about? It looks like all the tree stumps are mostly over by the yard there. The prison yard. It's definitely a US compound, so it's definitely something military based. The question is like military or something similar. But the question is what and why? And is it somewhere we want to utilise? I'm guessing these might be the front gates. And I think I've just seen our answer. Let's keep going. There we go, Steel Axe Pen, which I presume stands for Steel Axe Penitentiary. Definitely somewhere we might want to think about shoring up the barricades on, but we'll have to see. However, I think a lot of this places we were not going to want to deal with till the daytime, just thinking about it. And it's kind of beginning to become daytime, but there's going to be some really nasty zombies inside here. You know, ferals, that kind of thing. Oh, there are the vultures. No, absolutely not. Oh, you're a zombie vulture. No. We're just going to leave those vultures to their task. Because me and vultures, we're not the best of buddies. We don't get on very well. But we're going to do some more exploring. But this Steel Axe Penitentiary is interesting. I would say we could use it as a hall base, but it's got quite a lot of defensive inconsistencies, and it's probably not great in terms of how big it is. My hope is in one of these towers there might be like a gun box, because that's where our snipers are kind of nested. I don't know if that makes sense, but I guess we can try and find out, at least. This is kind of where we died before. Okay, interesting, very interesting. Let's go grab a quick drink. What do we want to be doing at the very moment? I don't think this is an immediate priority for us. What I think we can do, first of all, have a nosy down here, because this is definitely a hidden entrance into the prison. So at least have a look. We can definitely have a look. Imagine there's going to be some very nasty things stored at the end of it. Speaking of nasty things stored at the end of a tunnel, you know what? I don't think we need to go this way. I think that zombie bear is welcome to stay in this tunnel. We, however, will leave him to it. Good thing I didn't just run in there. Otherwise that could have been bad. Okay, what is our next purpose, our next job really? I guess actually by the time it will be daytime fairly soon. So let's head back to this zombie utility worker quest site. And then we can do that quest and head back into town. I would love to... I might head actually north today. See if we can find a new area to live in. Which isn't... I didn't mean to pick up that yoker. Which isn't in the desert. Nope. Leave me alone. I don't know who you are, but leave me alone. Let's very slowly reload our shotgun. That did absolutely nothing. Oh, daytime, thank goodness. Couldn't have come at a better time, to be honest. But you're still feral. So we need to be careful. You're also not dead. Let's let our stamina regen. Whew, okay. There we go. We dealt with him, despite that being quite an issue. Honestly, we're just going to put this pipe pistol away, because any ammo that we do have will go into our regular pistol, not our pipe pistol. There we go. Okay, we're making progress. This is good. I'm happy with this. I actually think this is going remarkably well. Of course, we have had a couple of deaths, but nothing terrible. Okay, let's go do this, kill some zombie utility workers. I don't know where that other quest was, so I'll have to check in a second once we're in somewhere a bit safer. Oh goodness, she dipped right at the right moment. There we go. Let's go to our map. So there's the cable guys and there's the tier 1 clear. Okay. Well, let's go do both of those and then head back to the traders. Because, again, getting rewards is going to be useful. How long before Nidistrum is done? 4 minutes. Okay. Nice sunrise here. Ooh, coconuts. Do we need can coconuts give us water, actually? Let's see. Give me coconuts. But, okay, you can get water, you can get food, but it does give you a rotten food chance. But in the right situation, I actually think we'll pick some of these up in case we have water issues. They're not obviously perfect. There's a chance things to go wrong, but they're pretty much the same as how much water you normally get, so we'll pick these up, and these can kind of be our last resort food and water issues. Oh, there's a coyote. But we missed the coyote. And now we hit the coyote. Nice. Oh, we destroyed his leg. That's slightly morbid. Are you okay there? What are you doing? That's mildly creepy. It's like a clown toy. Are you okay there, sir? Goodness me. Oh, he's stopped now. Okay. And now we can harvest him. Some meat, some leather. That's what we're really here for. I think it was 35 leather we needed, and we're at 17, so we're about halfway there. We're going to drop off the bones, so I don't think we need them at the moment. But let's go do this zombie utility Worker quest. Let's deal with you before you become a problem. Excellent, eh? As Skipper would say. That's a very niche reference. That's a very niche reference. Anyway. Let's go deal with these zombie utility workers, I think. We'll switch back to our sledgehammer just to hopefully be able to kill them in one big whack. Wait for our stamina to recover. A little bit. Here we go. Where are they? There's one. How many do you need to kill? 3. It's not terrible. You're not dead. We'll come back for you. You, however, are dead. And didn't have anything in loot, sadly. You only had 1 health. Let's just buy some time to get our stamina back. We haven't encountered a wandering horde, but I'm sure it's going to happen at some point in the near future. I don't know why the utility workers always kind of do this weird head flick thing where they always like move. They always kind of move around a lot. It's interesting. I don't quite know why that's the case. I guess it's just the design of the zombie, but I don't know why the design of the zombie was decided to be in that mannerism. Let's before we head back to the let's head back to the trader first, purely because we might get some ammo as a reward, and that can help us in a sticky situation should the need arise, which it probably will, because this is 7 days. How many times have we died, actually? I think we've only died... Okay, we've only died twice. That's not terrible. I thought there was another coyote over there, but I think I'm just seeing things. Okay, head back to the traders, get some rewards, and see how we do going forward from there. We'll have to deal with this zombie stripper, aka cowboy. There we go. That's why sledgehammers can be so useful in the right circumstances. Let's, I guess, quickly cook some of this water. It's not the most efficient use of our time, but I think it's still worth doing. Any interesting rewards for me? So sterile bandages, chicken rations, which would be nice. But I think I've got to take the ammo, even though I would like the chicken ration and the skill notes. I will take the ammo just to have some pistol ammo. I think it's very important, and we will do some more of these nurse challenges, because the nurse guys, or the nurse ladies, my apologies, are pretty easy to kill for the most part, so that's not too bad. Let's just get our water out here. We will use said water. And so we do have those coconuts, 11 of them as a backup. Let's also get this meat cooking while the fire is on. There's no point not doing that. Oh, I didn't see this destroyed forge here. So we do have this vending machine here, which does have food, but at rather a big cost. So I don't know if that's an immediate thing that we want to be doing, unless it's a kind of a thing of necessity, really. Right, where is this next quest? Because they look like they're right next to each other, but they're going to be in different directions, aren't they? Let's go do the nurse. Yeah, we'll go do this nurse quest again, purely because it's a bit. It's outside. It's a bit safer, and then we might get some rewards to help us go deal with some of the actual kind of indoor fights, which are usually a little bit tougher because you're in more confined spaces and you don't have anywhere near as much room to manoeuvre around. And we can kind of see what's going on with this house here, this nice coastal property, marketed on the value at just over $200,000. Probably. That's probably a way off, but hey ho. I'm not an aficionado at the US property market, as much as I wish I was. Okay. Hello, who's coming for me? Is that property on the water, or is it just not loaded in? Oh, it might be like a beach property. I don't know. Okay, let's go deal with these nurses, and then let's go see what the deal is with that property over there, because that looks mildly intriguing because it looks like it's floating in midair. Let's just wait for our stamina to regenerate. At least a little bit. We don't need it to be perfect. They're just the nurses. They're pretty basic. In fact, we don't even need to use our power hit. We can just use our basic hit. As long as we kind of headshot them, we should be okay. Of course, if you miss the headshot, then this happens. So we actually have to kill them multiple times. 10 old cash. He was going to get something from the vending machine, but clearly got interrupted by a zombie apocalypse in the meantime. And there's one over here that we seem to have missed. Okay. What is going on with this property here? It's right by the water's edge. I don't know if it's a special property or if it's just a random property. I wonder if this is a property we... I wonder if this is a property that we actually end up making into our own, purely because with the water on one side we know where they're likely to be coming from. You know, they're not going to be coming from the sea, I hope. This isn't World War Z. So I'm intrigued to see if this is a viable strategy. We'll have to bear it in mind. Is this a working workbench, by the way? No. I'm intrigued by this property because it feels very far in the middle of nowhere. Let's get everything repaired, however, before we go in. I wonder if there's any kind of ferals in here. There easily could be. Probably shouldn't loot as we go, but I'm going to. Anyone hiding around the corners? No. I mean, it would need a lot of work done to it. That's for certain. But it may be something that we can do. I think the spoiled trash? No. How tough are these walls? So the basement down here is fairly protected. My only reason is that because they can only really come from 2 or 3 sides, it narrows that's going to be somewhere. Kind of narrows down our options as to where they might be coming from. Let's make as many sharp rocks as we can, so we can do a bit of stealthy arrow shooting. Let's craft you, and I want to make some sticks as well. We can make, like, say, 12 of you. Get you crafting, and then we can get some stone arrows, because I guarantee you there's going to be some people behind that door. There always tends to be. Let's go with this. Let's sneak. Oh, would you believe there's a zombie? Okay. I'm intrigued by this place, so I don't know what to think about it. It might just be a random place in the middle of nowhere. Is that black dye on that cap? Yes, it is. I think we need black dye for ink, so we need to definitely hold on to them. Any other friends around? Yes, of course there are. Can never really be too careful. Even if this isn't really a... This isn't one where we've got a quest, but it's still important. I hear a survivor outside. Don't know who he's fighting, but he's clearly got some issues with someone. Some more ammo in the toilet, always welcome. I don't know if this might just be a random property that I've just stumbled across and it just happens to be near the sea. I don't know. It's kind of a kitchen. We'll pick up these old chairs to scrap. Let's just search everything. We're just going to search as we go. I think it's just simpler. Otherwise I'm bound to forget. I'm bound to not come back down and then forget everything. I feel like there's going to be some form of trap, however. It might just be a rural old cottage, in which case, you know, fair enough. There's going to be some vultures out here. I can just smell it. How do we get inside? Do we get in through here? That's unlocked. Who's inside? Who's in here? Why is this? This doesn't feel safe. They're all hiding up the top, that makes sense. But they're not going to be the only ones up there. I can see them. Actually, I can see them all up there, kind of hiding on the rafter tops. You know what? That's going to wake up everyone in the area. And therefore, we at least know who we're fighting, who we're up against. It's just that one putrid. Oh, yeah, there's the inevitable floor drop. I feel like there's going to be more to this place, though. I don't know, we'll have to see. Wooden crate, that scared the living daylight out of me. Anything in this ammo pile? Some ammo, would you believe? It might just be a rural old house, to be honest. What is clear, if we do set up here, it's going to require a whole lot of work done to it to make it even somewhat feasible. We might just, it might not be feasible because it's just too weak a property. I'm just going to get some wooden shapes, some wooden frames. Frame shapes, that's the one. Let's go for 6. I just want to make sure there's nothing that I'm missing. There's something up there. But outside I'm intrigued by this kind of broken area. 2, 3, 4. No, I think it's just a really old property. I thought there was going to be more to it. But my thought process is, if I can build this up, is that they're not going to come from the west, because they can't really. They might come from like the northwest, but they can't come from the west. They can't come from the south. They can come from the east. So really, if we could protect the north and the east, we'd be in good shape. I don't know if they would like run round the back and get in the water. It's not something I'm all too aware of. It's something I need to have a think about. But it's an idea, and I don't know if it's a good one. So if anyone knows, please do let me know. Let's go back. We got distracted by this building. Let's head back to the traders, and then we'll go do that other quest if we have time. I do like having the sign club though. That's going to help us a lot. I would love a proper shotgun, because proper shotguns are great. Pipe shotguns are absolutely terrible. We need to get some more stone. That's fine. We're coming up past some rocks. That's not an issue. There we go. That can just be to repair our axe. Not a problem. Let's go. Hello. You're definitely not a stripper, but that's fine. This. Oh. Well, thank you for the help, Survivor. You were definitely coming in at full whack to help me there. Oh well, I have not been keeping an eye on my food and water. Do we risk a coconut? No, we shouldn't have risked the coconut. That was a bad idea. We're still sick. Okay, we're gonna start dying here pretty soon. As soon as we... Okay, eat another coconut, come on. It's not gonna help much though. We risked the coconut and it was a bad idea. Time to get back to the traders in a hurry. The traders has food. I know it does, because we've been cooking some food up there. And lucky it's not too far. Well, the benefit of being here is that even if we are in the desert, there is water nearby. But it's just a very hostile biome to be in for the most part. And that's a concern. Right, what's next? Let's go. Do this. Let's go speak to the trader because they might give us some food or some medicine or something.
How may I serve you?
Splint, large beef ration, double barrel shotgun. I want to take the beef ration, but I'm going to take the shotgun purely because
Can I trust you?
I can't stand this pipe shotgun, so we're going to definitely be taking the actual double barreled. That's going to be excellent at close range against all these zombies. Now we need to get some food quickly. Where's our campfire? Let's eat quickly before we starve to death, please. Okay. Not perfect. Chicken ration we will buy. It's quite expensive, mind. I'm going to buy 2 of them purely just so we can eat them pretty much straight away. Just to sort out our food and water issue. At least as an immediate problem. I knew those coconuts would come back and bite me in the long run. Let's... Okay, nurse... This nurse's back to house challenge is actually on the other side of the water. And so we can do that. Let me just go see what time it is on... Actually in-game, because the trader should have a watch. It's 8:44, so we've still got plenty of time. It's still the morning. We will sell all that stuff off.
You can try looting.
We want to sell our stuff when we've got a bit better barter going on. I want to also do skills. Now that we've got this back. I'm going to get the survivor just to give us insulation and decrease, or increase disease resistance, I should say. Charismatic nature, I don't think that's too needed yet, but would definitely be useful in the long run to get charismatic nature. Wasting treasures, I think we will get because that's just going to be more loot and that gives us more brass and lead. And given we do actually have a working game station here, we can start working on armor crafting pretty soon, basically as soon as we've got the skill unlocked. Because all we need is reloading weekly and, yeah, science. But at least we can get gunpowder made here, which is good. So in that regard, that's, you know, it's good that we've got this here. We're just going to go refill our water stocks, our water reserves. We'll deal with these guys here. Hello. Okay. You're dealt with. You're kind of dealt with. No, you are dealt with. Good. Let's head back to the water. Get these cans refilled. Water doesn't. It's not going to last very long during this heat, this drought that we're in. Well, we're not even in a drought. We're just in a desert. So it's definitely something we need to bear in mind. But I would like to go do that other quest, I think, before we pause here. And then we'll be back probably with some Warband streaming tonight. Or maybe we'll play a different game, I don't know. We'll have to see. But actually, I guess we could go do this kill some nurses challenge. We're already kind of heading in the right direction. And we're not really going to be coming this way for any other reason. So yeah, let's actually do this nurses quest while we're here. And we can see if there's anything actually over in this kind of sandbank. Or if it's just another bit of unimportant territory. We'll have to see. We are going to get very wet from this, but that's fine. That's a really weird swimming animation. But here we go. Synth, welcome back. How are you doing? I'm back, absolutely. I said I would be. I'm also back. I'm streaming some more Warband later tonight. but I thought I'd do some 7 days at least in the meantime. Glad to hear you're good. I'm just very slowly swimming across this lake because it's not good. It's a rather slow process to swim in this game. It's not like, you know, Subnautica where it's actually part of the game. It's a bit more of an afterthought. But I've got a quest over here that I need to do. I don't know the fact it's got all like smoky here. Maybe this isn't like a feral area with some tough zombies. I guess we'll find out. I do see a couple of zombies there, but a couple of everyday zombies is not a bad thing. I'll have to see. I don't know what actually is on this landmass in general though. It takes a long while to swim over to it, so I hope we don't die here. Otherwise, we're going to have to swim all the way back. That's not going to be fun. And obviously, they're going to start coming in for us, but let's get on land first. I think. I guess not. We're going to actually just deal with them. That was interesting. There was like a box created around them. Okay. Let's go for this plague nurse as well. Did she die? Yes, she did. Good. While she's on this landmass, is there anything useful here? It doesn't look like it. Just seems to be a rather foreboding island in the middle of nowhere. But we've got a quest here, so that's why we're here. Such as multi-backpack, they can kind of have some good stuff. A leather poncho is great, given that we're in a desert. I'm chuffed with that. That's almost worth the swim over just for that. Just to deal with the heat, because we are in a desert biome. Right, let's kill some zombies. We need to kill 3 of them, but it's only a tier 1 quest, so it makes sense. Ooh, decapitation. Wonderful. Are you dead? You're dead. Good. I think these nurses have been sampling the flesh a bit too much of their patients. And there was another one up here somewhere. Okay. And back we go. Slowly, because it takes time to swim across this lake. Let's try to find the closest point though, so we're not swimming for too long. Okay. Oh, coyote. That was... I said that weirdly. A coyote, that's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Not beating around the bush with him, because he's going to be a right pain. And we need the leather. So I'm more than happy to use the bullet to just ensure our survival. You know, against wolves and coyotes, I think it's very important to do so. Okay, how much leather are we up to now? We're up to... not as much as we need to be, but 18. We need 35 for our next level of our Scavenger Quest. So that's the plan. And let's get across this water as quickly as possible. Well, sadly we can't even get like a boat or anything. We just have to wade across. And yes, would you believe it, it's going to say we're wet. We all need to deal with our food and water situation once we get back to the traders. Preferably even before that. We have been getting a bit of meat here and there, but not really enough to be of use. But we should have enough water and food to make it back, so I'm not going to bother cooking out here in the wilderness. I think it's not the best use of our time. Although actually we can cook we'll cook in this camp here, that's not a problem. Excuse me, I'm just trying to do some campfire cooking. Go away. It's funny, in this game, nearly all of them are managed. All of them are like named strippers, despite the fact that they're not all strippers. Let's get boiled... oh no, what am I doing? Hang on. Let's get boiled water, can of boiled water, there we go. Let's take 4 minutes 30, so we can go around and see what else we need to do in this area. Do we need to do anything in this area? What is this? Why is it... oh, that's where we dug for our failed quest. This is definitely the edge of the map, though. We're definitely not going to be able to go further from here. Interesting. Cooking, absolutely, Synth. I forgot we've had this pickaxe the entire time, even when I've been trying to get some rocks. I've been using my axe, which isn't the most efficient use, to be honest. Okay. Let's head back and get our stuff. I was just going to get a bit of stone while we had some time to wait. At least we're back on the mainland, so we don't have to do any more swimming for the time being. Because swimming is painfully slow in this game. You're playing Warband right now, Synth? Good, excellent choice. How's it going? We're going to stop the rest of that cooking, so we'll be here too long. We'll leave that campfire there in case we need it. Let's drink some of this water. Actually, we can refill the cans while we're here. Save ourselves the issue of coming back all over again. It only gives you 5 water, that's the problem. So it's pretty slow. Telling on cheats a minute because I don't feel like teleporting over the entire sweating game. That makes sense. You know, everyone plays how they want to. You know, I can't remember the last time I played the base game because I really enjoy mods, but some people prefer the base game over mods. So it's just you play how you want to, really. Speaking of which, I'm going to be streaming some Warband later because I'm going to be stopping this stream fairly soon. I think in about 10-15 minutes. I've got to go do things for a couple of hours, cook some food, having a chat with someone. But within 4 or 5 hours, I should be back and playing, doing a Warband stream. Because I feel like the more streams I can do, the better. And I'm really enjoying streaming at the moment, so that's a good thing. I've forgotten how I get in this building. I'm intrigued by this building here. I think I want to maybe go loot in there next. We definitely need to work on our food and water situation though. It's not becoming critical yet. Ooh, that is quite a find. To get a SWAT helmet, I'm chuffed with that. Chuffed with that, absolutely. That's going to be a good piece of gear. Just from a janitor of all people. Okay, let's go get our quest handed in, but first let's get this water cooking because it takes about 2,000 years. Go and cook as much water as possible.
Can I help you? Great job.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, this is actually a really tough choice. Genetic schematics are nice, but I think we'll leave by the wayside. Meat stew is wonderful, but it is only a one-time use. So bandages, I've got enough bandages I think here, that's not a problem. Pump shotgun is significantly better than double barrel because you can take up to 8 shotgun pellets inside, and it's just much better in general. Having the ammo would be nice, but we're going to take the pump shotgun. I think that's good. That's a no given really. We'll go do Lady Killer, but we're going to basically take the ammo out of this one. We'll probably end up selling that, but I'm chuffed to have a pump shotgun, honestly. Having 8 shotgun shells ready to go as opposed to 2. Great. Where's this rally point? Okay, that's over that way, so we can go do that one next. But let's deal with our food situation because it's getting a little bit out of hand. We will not sell that double barrel shotgun just yet. Or there's the sawn-off shotgun, because I think we're going to wait till our bartering is a bit better. But we'll drop off all this stuff that we don't particularly need immediately. Just so we have space. Let's eat this. We'll put the eggs away because I know we need the eggs for other things, unless they've changed it in recent. Unless they've changed it in the update, which is entirely possible. We'll have to see. But we also need to go get our water, because otherwise we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, who's outside? Need to make sure it's not a screamer. It's not a screamer. Good. Screamers attract lots of other zombies. Not someone we want coming over here. Thankfully, she was not a screamer. Okay. I feel like that didn't actually help our water at all. We'll take these cans with us. Do you have any food or something that we can buy? Something, you know... I don't really want to buy it unless it's necessary. Food and cooking. You've got golden raw tea, which I will buy. Purely because it's going to be pretty damn useful. And I will just buy these chicken rations as well. It is a bit of a cost, but it's the cost I'm willing to pay to stay alive. Go deal with this chap over here. Hello. Okay, we'll come out and deal with you in a second. Let's get our water from here. It's fine. The rest we can leave behind, and that can be our emergency water when we return. But let's just go deal with this chap before he becomes a nuisance later on. Wonderful. Okay. I'm actually going to drink this golden rod. Just to get our water, our liquids back up to where it should be. Because it's quite vastly under where it should be at the moment, I think. To be honest with you. Okay. We know there's the female zombies thing over there. I want to see at least what buildings this clear is, because it could be something we do now and then go for the female zombies one afterwards. If it's a really tough building to clear, then we probably won't do it. But let's go at least see what building we are dealing with. In fact, let's just change over the active quest. There we go. Candlestick, wonderful. We can scrap that. Don't know why I brought my pipe shotgun and pipe pistol with me. That was a mistake. That's okay. A couple of wandering zombies in the streets, but nothing terrible. Please don't tell me I've got to go into that side of that pyramid. I know that's a tough place to get into that pyramid. So I'd really rather not if I don't have to. You're dealt with. Well, we will have to deal with this janitor though. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Wonderful. Oh, please don't tell me it's this pyramid. It's definitely the pyramid, isn't it? There's a vulture there. I also see lots of dogs over there, which I'm not thrilled by. Let's deal with these guys before they become an issue. However, because we use that gun, it's woken everyone and their mother. I'd rather not use the shotgun unless times of emergency we've only got so much ammo for it. But I'm aware that there are those dogs over there, and they're going to be a real pain. There's two dogs there. Let's get this repaired, because we're going to jolly well need it for this engagement. Oh, honey and bandages, yes please. Deal with you. This, from memory, contains quite a few ferals. This Imhotep pyramid. I want to deal with these dogs first. Well, I really don't, but I'm going to have to in some regards. Okay, let's get the shotgun out. And here comes the other one. Go away. Okay, well we tried. But at least we didn't start the quest. Dogs are such a pain. Okay, smaller bed. It's not too far to get back there, it's not too much of an issue. Okay. Only about 300 metres. Although I'm imagining those two dogs will respawn. Sadly, because we don't have a hunting rifle or a sniper rifle or anything like that. But I know that pyramid can be quite tricky from memory. So that's why I want to try to deal with it before it becomes a more urgent problem. Excuse me a second. Well, I just had my alarm clock go off. Professional streamer, as you can tell. Let's just make sure I can actually be heard. Yes, and I've just shot another bullet. Well done me. This is going excellently. Never mind. Okay, onwards. I really hope, though. I think we killed one of those dogs, but we'll still probably have the other one to deal with. Only one way to find out, though. Hello? Oh, good, they're both there. Maybe we just try pushing anyway. I mean, this is a clear, which I'm not thrilled by, it must be said. Let's give it a go. If we do it at daytime, we should be okay. Oh, I'd love some more arrows, though. Arrows. Just to be able to do some things from a distance. So we need some rocks, sharp rocks. Let's make, like, say, 9. Just give ourselves a little bit of breathing room with any rocks that we have. And we'll make as many stone arrows as we can, 18. Because we want to try to be silent with this, to be honest. Given those dogs are outside. I don't know quite how we missed that, but that's okay. Oh, we just woke up everyone. Okay, we just have to be quick with this. This might not be the period. I might be misremembering. I'm hearing a really unpleasant sound though. I don't know what it is. It might be a spider zombie or possibly a feral. I'm not sure. We do need to stay within the mission area though, so let's not push ahead too far. But I don't want to use my guns in this. Necessary because we've got to deal with these sodding dogs at some point. So, what is that? Oh, so yeah, it's a spider zombie. Okay. These cacti are getting in the way. I hate that. I hate the sound of that spider zombie. It's truly appalling. Let's deal with you. Okay, you're dealt with. But I'm sure you've got some friends somewhere, like you. I guess we'll deal with that spider zombie last. The spiders are ones that can jump and be a general nuisance to whenever you're trying to fight. They're a real pain. Well, I think anyway. And they make a horrible sound. Would you please stop, good sir? I wonder. I was going to use my Molotov stick there. I think that's also where a lot of the good loot is. Hello. Oh, here we go. Here's the spider. He's out. I almost consider these guys like a mini boss fight, to be honest. Would have woken up a lot of people there. Let's get outside. Survivor, you need to get out my way. Did we wake the dogs? Welcome back, Slavic. We're taking on a tough property here. Although we do have a survivor with us. You only have 26 FPS. What game are you playing? What did you download? Oh, who are you in there? You don't look very friendly, do you? Come on then, here you come. Homefront Revolution. I've heard of that game. I don't think I have some quite random games like in my library, but I don't think that's one of them. Okay, that survivor definitely died. Let's deal with you. I'm hoping it's just you two left. This has been a tough old fight, this one. Hopefully just this one more. Yes, it is. Excellent. Someone's outside, I hear them, but we should be okay. I don't think I've actually ever been inside one of these places before. Used to be another kind of cafe kind of place. Let's get this working stiff crate open quickly. Anything of interest in here? Oh my goodness, quite a bit. Okay, that's good. We'll need to do something with that when the time comes. Are we missing anything like further up? No, it seems not, but there is. I know there is stuff in here. Some medical supplies, some bullets, some ammo, another toilet with some water in, which we're actually going to just use straight away, I think. I think that's this place pretty much looted. And we didn't alert the dogs over there, which is good, because I know that's a pretty high value property. Let's go do this lady killer quest, and I think we'll head back to the merchants or the market, call it there, and then I'll be back on to stream some more band later. Let's probably not run past all these buildings and wake them all though. Probably not a great idea in the circumstances. There's definitely lots of people in here as well. Lots of cafes in this town. Kill some female zombies. I'm sure we can do that. There's also water here if we need it, but luckily... Oh! Vultures. Vultures, vultures, vultures. Go away. Oh, we're actually bleeding. Hang on. Use the bandage, please. Cute. Oh, we missed. Good damn it. I hate vultures. This is why I don't want to live in this area. And if I miss that shot, it's such a blooming issue. Go away. There we go. Let's bandage up again. And go do this quest over here. Let's deal with you. Let's deal with you so you don't become an issue either. There we go. And let's go kill some female zombies. One of each, I believe we need. Yes. Not if we miss, however. I've seen you before. I think we have just leveled up as well, which is excellent. We will just kill them all because it's good experience. Anyway. I think we need to kill one of you. Not if we miss, however. Okay. Kill you. I see a snake back there. Okay, wonderful. Let's head back to the traders, hand in these quests, and then we will have a few hours pause before I continue streaming later on today. We do have an abrasion, but it is going to be healed in time. So that's not a problem. So it's always the blooming vultures, and we just live in Vulture City at the moment. Okay. Dealt with you, excelente. I'm hoping we'll get some good rewards in this. Please go away. Haha, it's baseball. That's really fun to do. It's very satisfying. Just to whack those vultures for 20. Even though I completely don't understand how baseball works and I know nothing about baseball in general. Always been a cricket chap, really. What are you referring to, Slavic? How do I not know anything about baseball? Skip. Oh, that bird. I used a power attack on my on this sledgehammer, and it could even send zombies flying back quite a bit. He got knocked back a fair old whack. It was great. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep. But yeah, it's very satisfying to knock that bird all the way back. Okay, we'll definitely search that place next time, I think. But let's get ourselves in here. Got actually 2 quests to hand in, which is good.
Great job.
Great job. Ooh, boiled water, pipe rifle, shotgun shells, jar of honey, wood splitter mod. I would like to take the shotgun shells, but wood splitter mod in the long run will be much more valuable to us.
Can I trust you?
We will take another lady killer quest, that's fine. Doing more damage against wood will be very helpful in the long run. So we're doing yeet yeet, absolutely. Been doing a lot of yeeting of the birds.
Thank you, survivor. My family and I are in your debt.
Okay, what do we have here? Shotgun shells 22, shotgun shells 20. I'm going to take the iron fire axe. Scavenger units would be nice. Plaster cast is one-time use, and the shotgun shells will run out very quickly when I inevitably misfire with them. This axe, however, will pair nicely with our wood splitter mod, so we'll actually take it off that axe. We just put it on, and we'll put it on this iron fire axe instead. There we go, and that can go here. We can also speak to Trader Joel. Can you teach me to be a better crafter? No. Can you teach me any new recipes? You can teach us recipes to do with weapons, which is useful. We might partake in that in a while. But there is a trade route job he has for us. And we can go to Trader Jen. Oh, Trader Jen, my favourite trader. She's lovely. She's always really pleasant. The question is, where on earth is she? Oh, there she is. Okay. She's very much up north from where we are. Okay. 4.7 kilometres is a long way to go, so we're not going to go there till we have a vehicle of some kind.
If we ain't got what you're looking for,
Let's see if we've got any jobs for me. Some more tier 1s. Nothing too exciting, but we'll take a fetch in that passing gas. I'm fine to do that. We're also getting more money, which is useful. Let's just go drop off some of the stuff we don't need. Oil we don't need it immediately. That can just be scrapped. Put that away. Put the coconuts away because we probably don't need them. Put the engine away. Put these two pipe pistol, pipe shotgun away. And we will eat these chicken rations, I think. And I think that will do it for the time being. I need to go do some things for a few hours. But by about midnight my time, so that's in about 4 hours and 20 minutes from now, maybe a little bit later, I should probably be streaming some more Viking Conquest on Warband. So thank you, all three of you, for joining. Synth, Whiskers, Slavic, always a pleasure to see all of you as always. And I'll hopefully speak to some of you in a little bit. Take care. Bye-bye.